Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Always got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
22 yards.
A first down carry for Barkley. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The Chargers had 12 and 3 now on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and 2, Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Odafe Oweh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They snap it to Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why I decided to go for it there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Running all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Barkley off tackle left. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert off of play action. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Running left, it's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at
10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressured that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Herbert. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Finding room in midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out.
They'll run on first down with Evans.
Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing is Jackson. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, a run with Evans.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
In motion right comes Allen. From the 31, Herbert. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now the man in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career. That ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass. Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
75 yards rushing now from Barkley. It's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. And he's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them know how to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They'll run on first down with Akers. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. From the gun, Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll try and rush some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. It's Barkley on the counter. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Barkley.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So this one's over. It's in the win